The agency has been contracted to eliminate 6 individuals guilty of committing brutal war crimes during the siege of Sarajevo. As private military contractors for the Cicada Corporation, they are linked with mass killings of civilians, particularly the massacres at Markel and the extended sniper campaign. The notorious Sarajevo 6 have managed to avoid the International Criminal Tribunal since the mid-1990s. Our client would now like an alternative fate to catch up with them. Opportunities for elimination will appear over the coming year in multiple locations across the globe. Your first target is Scott Sarno, Director of European Operations for Cicada. Sarno is rarely without a full military backup, so his attendance at the Sanguine fashion show will provide multiple opportunities to eliminate the target in a lower than normal security setting. Our client will provide full intelligence on the first target, March 11th. The agency will notify you as soon as the exact location of the remaining targets is ascertained. These targets are lethal, observant, and highly trained, but nothing you can't handle. Good luck, 47. Welcome to Paris, 47. The Palais de Villette is hosting the fashion event of the year, and your target is on site to supervise Cicada security for Russian oligarch Viktor Novikov. Security is high, and the target is likely to be highly suspicious of anything out of the ordinary. He's also sure to know each member of his team personally, so be careful when approaching him. Good hunting, 47.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
Upstairs.
I keep racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out.
What?
How they do it. Holy freaking Christ.
Down, boy. Jeez. Never judge a gun by its
What's her story?
No, actually, I read this book.
Target eliminated. The money has been wired to your account.
So, she, as dazzling as they say.
The most powerful woman in the Delgado drug cartel. Oh, if I had $1 for every internal memo I read about, that'd be 12 measly bucks. We've got eyes in Washington, too. Touche. Hey.
Welcome back, 47. I trust you found your time in Paris successful. The agency has located your second target in the Italian coastal town of Sapienza. We have learned that Gary Lunn, formerly known as the Enforcer for the Sarajevo 6, is working at the Ether Corporation Biolab, supervising high-level security. This is an exclusive holiday destination, 47, and the agency would discourage a public elimination. Although the target was part of the same Cicada paramilitary unit as Scott Sarno, there is no indication that he has learned of his colleague's death. Lunn is likely to be found in the luxurious Villa Caruso or the Ether Biolab. You should expect access to these areas to be restricted and the laboratory security to be particularly heavy. I'll leave you to prepare. Good luck. Welcome to Sapienza, 47. The biolab is located in the caves beneath Villa Caruso, with direct access from within the mansion. Good luck.
You do know this is a 79, right? Vintage year, pretty pretty goddamn expensive.
I do. Got it from Caruso's private stash.
Are you trying to get fired?
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Think about it.
They have a massive cave right beneath your house. What do you think the Carusos?
So it neither infects cells nor replicates within the cells.
Belts and suspenders, huh?
You better believe it. It is natural.
Wire to your account.
Simply need to die.
I have the third Sarajevo 6 profile online now. Your target is Walter Menard, presently located in the North African city of Marrakesh. He's a veteran of the paramilitary Sigma unit, active during the Yugoslav War of the 90s. Interestingly, our research has uncovered a series of disappearances and massacres in the area where Sigma was operating. This may have some bearing on the contract, but we do not have full details at present. Your target has been tasked with handling the evacuation of rogue banker Klaus Hugo Strandberg. We believe Strandberg is currently attached as an advisor to General Zaidan in Marrakesh. With protesters in the streets and the city on the brink of a military coup, you should have cover to operate relatively freely. I leave you to prepare. Good luck. Welcome to Marrakesh, 47. The situation on the ground has deteriorated, and the coup is now imminent. I have recent intercepts placing the target at the abandoned school currently functioning as a staging area for the coup.
Thanks for asking.
Good hunting, 47.
Right now, working on
General Zayden keeps coming down here to check on the prisoner. I hear they were close, so what'd he do, poor bastard?
The way I heard it, his brother was one of the policemen who got killed when the Mercs attacked Strandberg's prison. So, he got cold feet. Tried to blow the lid on the whole operation. So what did he do? Prisoner? Never you mind. General Zayden said he was afraid, and that's all there is to it. He got cold feet on top of it. That's why you say it.
What can I say?
Don't know. Maybe he thinks treachery.
Welcome to Bangkok. I have the fourth profile available now. Your target is John Stubbs, a retired mercenary and former member of Sigma. He is on holiday in Bangkok with his wife, but our background information indicates she is unaware of his past. The contract stipulates no actions with regard to her, so proceed at your discretion. This target is no longer active, having retired with a substantial fortune in offshore bank accounts. Our intelligence has been unable to turn up the source of this wealth, only that it is substantial enough to provide the target with a life of luxury. Hotel records indicate they will remain here for at least a week. One other VIP is in residence, so expect a heightened security presence. I'll leave you to prepare. Welcome to Bangkok, 47. The target and his wife arrived earlier today, and hotel records indicate they will remain here for at least a week. One other VIP is in residence, so expect a heightened security presence.
Make a long story short, that's when I knew I had real talent. I just cried like
Alright, what's the problem?
The money has been wired to your account. Good afternoon, 47. I have the next profile available. Your target is Patrick Morgan, codenamed the Mercenary. He is a former member of the Cicada Deniable Operations Unit Sigma and is an expert in a wide range of combat techniques. His last known operation for Sigma was almost 12 months ago. ICA files indicate that the target met with international environmental terrorist Sean Rose in Luxembourg last winter. It is highly likely that he has been recruited by the militia. We have pinpointed a training facility used by the militia in Colorado, and intercepts make it very probable the target is located there. The camp is well sighted and defended, and your target is a lethal combatant who expects the worst following the mysterious deaths of 4 of his old unit. Take care, 47. I'll leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colorado, 47. I can confirm that the target is on site. Everything points to him expecting an assassination, and several groups of militia members appear to be on high alert. Exercise extreme caution, 47.
That's it.
Sean Rose in charge of operations.
wired to your account. Good evening, 47. I have the final profile available now. Your target is Tahiji Koyama, codenamed the Controller. He is the final living member of the Sigma paramilitary, and with his elimination, a particularly nasty chapter of recent history will be brought to a close. Hospital records indicate the target suffers a rare genetic disease, but also that he has refused 2 full bone marrow donations on ethical grounds so far. Interesting. Clients at this particular hospital are not usually picky about where their life-extending therapy comes from. While I have confirmed that he has learned of the deaths of the other members of Sigma, he does not seem to have altered his security arrangements or movement patterns in any meaningful way. Regardless, the hospital is highly secure, and it will be difficult to move freely. So I'll leave you to prepare. Welcome to Hokkaido, 47. I have received a priority update from the client. He has learned that the Sigma operations files will be destroyed if you are spotted during the operation. Therefore, you should consider acquiring them before moving on the target, but I will leave that to your discretion.
Something, right? Like, shut up, don't I look like Hush or Mr. Man or maybe Doc?
This is just a joke. One more bell.
Fine. Wouldn't want you to follow through during surgery.
Curator's as bipolar as they come. He is the ideal test subject. Besides, if he had to go through proper channels, it would take years to get cleared for human testing. Neurochips. It smells of... gotta be careful where you keep the thing. A couple days ago, the curator sat on the controller in his leaking capsule, accidentally.
Patient deceased. Cause of death. Human error.
It's me.
Simply doesn't happen. Mr. Director, I am terribly sorry.
Literally. It was old.
Right away.
You bet.
Doctor, I'm detecting an increased level of stress and tension in your body language. If you'd like me to prescribe you a mind sedative, please come to the hospital entrance. A doctor will escort you to your checkup. That was for Mr. Jason Portman. A doctor will escort you to your appointment. Please proceed to the hospital entrance.
Chain of contracts together, 42nd. All 6 targets were part of the Sigma mercenary unit, operating near the city of Siestapulja in Serbia in late 1995. They learned of a convoy transporting 1.5 tons of gold out of Belgrade under cover of a refugee column. They attacked the convoy and stole the gold and called in a NATO airstrike. It was reported as an accidental attack at the time, no sideshow in that dirty conflict. Ironically, the final target was also the client. Complicated way to commit suicide, I'm sure. I have forwarded the files you retrieved as per the contract's instructions. I'm not sure what that will achieve, however.
A wartime massacre in the 90s. Fortune and gold. Then 2 decades later, 6 men died.